Guys, welcome to another video. This one will be paper 1 of November 2010. Okay, let's go ahead with question number 1. So here we have evaluate these two fractions. So we have a mixed number minus a mixed number. So we have to first expand this. How do we do this? So 3 times 7 is 21 plus 1 is 22. So this becomes 22 over 7. How about this one? 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Becomes 7 over 3 minus. So now we see the base are different. We have to find the LCM. So we first multiply those two and then we just cross multiply. We have 3 times 22, that will be 66, minus 7 times 7 will be 49. So 66 minus 49, what do you get? 5, 10. 10 minus 9 will be 1, 7 and 1. So 17 over 21. So that will be your answer for part 1, 17 over 21. Part B, evaluate this, giving you answers as a fraction in its lowest term. So same thing here, we have to first expand this. So 1 times 8 is 8 plus 7 is 15 over 8. So here we have 2 over 9 times, we get 1, we get 4, divide by 3, we have 3 and 5. So 1 times 5 is 5, divide by 12. So your answer here will be 5 over 12. Part B, number 2, part A, evaluate 6.3 divided by 0.09. So what is 6.3? It is, so let's rewrite this as 6.3 divided by 0.09. If we move by 2 decimal places, you have to move by 2 decimal places as well. So you get 630 divided by 9. So let's divide by 3. See what we get. We get 3. We get 210 divided by 3 again. We get 70. So your answer will be 70. Part A, 70. Part B, find the decimal number that is exactly halfway between this and this. So we have to first add those two together. So 8 plus 3 will be 11. So 1, that will be 8.1. So 8.1 divided by 2, that will be 4.05. That is your answer, 4.05 for part B. So now moving on to question number 3. So we have expressed this number in standard form. So how do we do that? We just count the number of zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 times 10, sorry, mistake, it's 7.06 times 10 power minus 5. Part B, a house was bought for 20,000 and sold for 50,000. Percentage profit, what is the profit? Profit is 50,000 minus 20,000, that will be 30,000, and percentage profit will be 30,000 divided by cost, which was 20,000 times 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 2, we get 50. That will be 150%. So your answer for part B will be 150% for the percentage profit. So now for question 4. The temperatures in degrees Celsius at midnight on 10 days were this. So the first thing I will do is to, okay, let's rearrange them so we have them from smallest to largest. So what is the, this is the smallest number, minus 3. Then we have minus 2, then minus 2 as well. And then we have minus 1, minus 1. And then we have 0. Then we have 1, we have 1, then we have 3 and 4. So this is the list of numbers, the same list from smallest to largest. Question number 1. Find the difference between the highest and the lowest temperature. So largest is 4 minus minus 3. So minus minus become plus. So 4 plus 3 will be 7. So now for part B. How many of these temperatures are within 2.5 and 1? So let's count. 2.5 and 1. Oh, sorry, I misread this question. How many of these temperatures are within 2.5 of 1 degree? So we have to do, first is, let's do 2.5 minus 1, that will be 1.5. So it means from minus 1.5 to, if you add 2.5, that will be 3.5. So how many temperatures are between minus 1.5 to 3.5? So the only possible answer will be, we have from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 numbers will be between those two numbers. And that is question number 4. Question number 5, part A. The mass of a container and its content is 2.4 kilograms. So let's convert this to grams. We have 2400 grams, right? The mass of the contents is 750. Calculate the mass in kilograms of the container. So container will be this one, 2400 minus 750 to find the mass of the container. So we have to do 3, 10, 0, 5, and then we have 1, 10, so 6, 1. So your mass needs to be in kilograms. Divided by 1000, it will be 1.65 kilogram. Now part B, express the ratio of 23 to 3 meters in its lowest form. So how much is 3 meters? So 3 meters is equal to 300 centimeters. So 24 centimeter with 300 centimeter. So centimeter cut off, divide by let's do by 3. We have 8, and then 100. Divide by 4, we have 2. We have 25. So that is your final answer, which will be 2 to 25. Now number 6, factorize this equation. You observe that 4 is also 2 square, so which will become this, and 9 is 3 square, so this will be 2t plus 3 bracket 2t minus 3, and that will be your answer for part A. Moving on to part B, factorize this. So 3x squared, it is what? It is 3x times x. How about 2? 2, we know that it is 1 times 2. So we have to place the factors in those positions to find plus 5. So we can do this. So 2 is here, 1 is here. To get plus 5, we have to do plus and minus. So 3x times 2 is 6x minus x, so plus 5x. That will be your answer. So now moving on to question number 7. So here we have y is directly proportional to the square of x. Square of x is just x squared. So y is directly proportional to x squared. So from this we have y equal to k times x squared. Now we have these two information to find the value of k. So y is 50 equal to k x squared. So k will be 50 divided by 25. K will be 2. So a new equation will be y equal to 2x squared. So now question is, find the value of y when x equal to 3. So y equal to 2, 3 squared. So 2 times 9 will be 18. And 18 will be the value of y for question number 7. So now question number 8. Make x the subject of formula. So we have y equal to 2x squared plus 3. We send 3 over here, we have y minus 3 equal to 2x squared. So x squared will be y minus 3 divided by 2. So x will be square root of this fraction. So that is your answer for question number 8. Question number 9, we have AB equal to the vector 3 minus 4. Find the magnitude of the vector. Pretty easy. Have to use a formula here. Square root of 3 squared plus minus 4 squared. That will be square root of 9 plus 16. Square root of 25, which is 5 as your answer. Part B. A point is, so A is a point, this is A. The equation of the line AB may be written as this. Find the value of k. So we know that the line AB has A on the line. So if you replace, so we know that this is the x coordinate and the y coordinate. we have to replace those 2 points in the equation to find the value of k. So 3y is 2 plus 4x is 0 equal to k. So k is 6. 6 will be your answer. Part 2, find the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. So how do you find the midpoint? So you have to find the you have A already, so you have AB already. So AB is what? It is 3 minus 4, and A is given to you, which is 0, 2. So find B. B is 3 minus 4 minus 0, 2. That will be 3 minus 6. So now find the midpoint. So we know we have a formula for that. So 3 plus 0 is 3 over 2. And then we have the 2 minus 6 will be minus 4 divided by 2. That will be minus 2. And this is your answer for midpoint of AB. Now question number 10. We have evaluate this indices. So we know that anything power 0 is 1, and 5 power 1 is minus 1 will be 1 over 5. That will be 4 over 5, which is 0.8. Your answer is 0.8 or 4 over 5. Now part B, we have to expand this. We have 5 power 2 and then 3 power 6. Sorry, x power 6. So 5 power 2 is 25 times x power 6 will be 25x power 6. And for part C, we have this. We know that 16 can be written as 4 power 2, right? So replace in the first part, and for this one let it be because it's a power as well. So half. Now we bring the half in. What do we have? We have this times this, and n 16 times this. So that'll be 4 divided by n power 8, and that is your answer for part C. That is question number 10. So moving on to question 11. The Venn diagram shows a set. We have the universal set, which is numbers from 1 to 10, P, Q, R in this Venn diagram. Part A, find the value of n, Q union R. So what is a set Q union R? It will be this and this. So we have to find the number of elements. Let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 will be your answer for part A. Part B, list the elements of the set P dash intersection with Q union R. So Q union R is this two big set intersection with P dash. It will be this. So the set will be 5, 6, 9, 7, 8. And part C, one element is chosen at random from this. Find the chances that this element belongs to this set. So what is this set? Let's find out. So first we have P intersection Q. So P intersection Q is this set, right? 2 and 3. And P intersection R is this set. So which means in this set we only have 2, 3, and 4. And then find the probability. So let's find in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the chances will be 3 over 10 for part C. Now moving on to part 12. The function f of x is equal to 6 minus x over 2. Find this. So we have to replace the value of x by 5. So f of 5 will be 6 minus 5 over 2. That will be. So let's do LCM. We have 12 minus 5 over 2. That will be 7 over 2. And then part B, find the inverse of f of x. So first step is let y equal to f of x, which is 6 minus x over 2. So now let's multiply everywhere by 2. What do we have? We have 2y equal to 12 minus x. So let's make x the subject of formula. We have 2y minus 12, that's minus x. X will be 12 minus 2y. So f inverse of x will be 12 minus 2, replace y by x. That will be your answer for part B. Question number 13. In the diagram, ABC is 90 degrees, BC is 5, and AC is square root of 89. Question number 1. what special kind of number is this? So you would know that almost every square root, exception with if it's square number, they are irrational number. So part A, it will be irrational number for this one. So the only exception is if the inside number is a square number, it will not be irrational. So here 89 is not a square number, so it will be square root of 89 is an irrational number. Part B, calculate the side of AB. So you will find this by using Pythagoras theorem. So let's call it x. So we know that x squared plus 5 squared equal to 89 squared. So we have x squared plus 25 equal to 89. So x squared will be 89 minus 25. That will be so that will be 4 and then 64. So x will be square root of 64. That will be 8. So answer part B, 8. Question number 14. We have to solve the simultaneous equation. So we have 3y equal to 2x. So and then we have x plus 2y equal to 21. So let's try to solve this. So let's make y the subject of formula. So y will be 2x divided by 3. So replace y in this equation. We have x plus 2 times 2x divided by 3 equal to 21. So the first thing you do is to multiply 3 everywhere. So we have 3x plus, so 3 cut, we will have this remaining, and then 3 times 21 will be 63. So 3x plus 4x will be 63, and that will be 7x will be 63, x will be 63 divided by 7, this will be 9. So y will be 2 times 7 divided by 3. That will be 2 times 7 is 14. Sorry, it's actually 9. It's not 7. So 9. So let's cut. So the value of y will be 6. So x is 9 and the value of y is 6. And that is question number 14. Question number 15. In a sale, a shopkeeper reduced the marked price of his good by 20%. The marked price of a book was 20%. What is its sales price? It will be, so 20% is the price it was reduced by. So the new price will be 80% of the original price. So times 20. So it will be $16. So the price of the sale price will become $16. So moving on to part B, the price of a camera in a sale was $60. Calculate its marked price. So this is the price of 60, basically was the price on sale. So you know the sale price actually represents 80% of the original price from what you observe here. So same thing, we would say this is 80% represents $60. So 100% represent 60 divided by 80 times 100. So this, divide by 2, we have 5, 2, we have 4 here, divide by 2 again, 4, 1, 15, so 15 times 5 will be 75. So your answer for part B will be $75. So just to explain that, I feel like I went kind of fast. The sale price here was actually the price after the reduction. So we had a reduction of 20%. So it means the sale price only represents 80%. So 80% will be 60. Now we want to find the original price, which was 100%. So we do 60 divided by 80, which it represents, times 100 to find the value of the original price. You will get $75 for the price of the camera. That was question number 15. Moving on to question number 16, we have part A is a matrix, part B is another matrix. Find 2a minus b. So we have to replace the value of a and b in this equation. So we have 2a is 2 minus 1 minus 3 0 minus b will be 5 minus 2 minus 4 2. So if we expand, we have, let's bring the 2 inside, we have 4 minus 6 minus 2 0 minus 5 minus 2 minus 4 2. So 4 minus 5 will be minus 1. Minus 6 minus minus 4 will be minus 2. Minus 2 minus minus 2 will be 0. 0 minus 2 will become minus 2. And this is your answer for part A. Part B, find the inverse of A. A is 2 minus 1 minus 3, 0. Inverse of A, we have a formula for that. It is 1 over determinant of A times adjacent matrix of A. So let's find this first. Determinant of A is equal to, we have to do 2 times 0 minus minus 1 times minus 3. That will become 0 minus 3, which is minus 3. Now let's find the adjacent matrix. Adjacent matrix is equal to, we have to change those two positions. So 0 becomes up, 2 becomes down, and change the sign of those two. Become 1, become 3. So A inverse becomes 1 over determinant will become becomes 1 over 3, sorry, minus 1 over 3 times 0, 1, 3, 2. And this will be your answer for question number 16. Question number 17. A shop sells bunches of flower. One bunch contains 3 roses, 4 carnations, and 5 freesias. Another bunch contains 6 roses and 4 carnations. Each rose costs this much, each carnation costs this much, and the last one costs 30 cents. This information can be represented by the matrices P and Q as shown below. So you can see we have P and Q here. Find PQ. So we have to multiply those two. So 3, 6, 4, 5, sorry, 4, 4, 5, 0. Multiply by Q. 60, 40, and 30. So row by column. So 3 times 60 will be 180, plus 4 times 1, so 4 times 40 will be 160, plus 5 times 30 will be 150. And this one, 6 times 60 will be 360, plus 4 times 40 will be 160 plus 0. So let's simplify that. We have, so 180 plus 160, that will be 340. 340 plus 150, that will be 490. And then below, that will become 520. Okay, so that will be the first part of your question. Okay, so now part B. Explain what the numbers in your answers represent. So as you can see, this is the numbers of roses in the first bunch. So 3, 4, 5, that's bunch number 1. And then another bunch has 6 rows and 4 carnation, bunch number 2. So when we multiply this, so these two values will be basically the cost of bunch 1 and the cost of the other bunch. So your answer will be, the numbers represent the cost of making each bunch. Yep, that is the answer for part B, and that was question number 17. Question number 18. The times taken for 200 children to run this distance were recorded. The cumulative frequency curve summarizes the results. So we have a cumulative frequency curve here. Part A. So we have to use the curve to find the lower quartile. Lower quartile is Q1, which is 1 over 4 times the number of people, which is 200. So that will be 50th element on the graph. So let's find that. We have to use a ruler to draw the 50th element and find the value. It will be here. So as you can see, 50 intersects the curve at this point, and we have to draw a vertical line to find the value at which we have 50. So this is 14, this is 14.5, and what is this value? So this is so 10 square is 0.5, which means 1 square is 0.05. So we have 15.6, 15.7, sorry, 14.7 will be the value here. 14.7. And part B, find the number of children who took less than 15.5 seconds. So now we find, this is 15.5 here. Let's find the number of children who took less than this time. So we go up, and then we find the value on the graph. So it will give me the line here and this value. So here we see we have 10 squares represents 50. So 1 square represents 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 square represents 20. So 170 will be the value here. So the question is who took at least. At least will be more than this, which will be 200 minus 170. The answer will be 30. And that is question number 18. Question number 19. A bag contains 7 balls, 6 of which are green. So 6 green and 1 is red. So we take 2 balls from the bag without replacement. So the first ball has this table, this tree, and the second ball has these 2 trees. So part A, find the value of P and Q. So if for the first ball we take red, what is remaining? We remain 6 green and 0 red. That's what's remaining after taking 1 red. So what is the chance of it being a green? It becomes 1 and then 0. So values of P and Q, P will be 1, Q will be 0. Moving on to part B, expressing each answer as a fraction in its simplest form, find the probability that part A, both balls are green. So it will be green and green. So 6 over 7 times 5 over 6. So cross 1, 1, we get 5 over 7 will be our answer for part 1. So 5 over 7. Now part B, the balls have different colors. So it can be green, red, or red, green. So let's do the first one. Green, red will be 6 over 7 times 1 over 6. So 6 over 7 times 1 over 6. Or is plus, red is 1 over 7 times 1. So 1 over 7 times 1. Okay. So simplify, what do we get? So 6 cut, we get 1 over 7 plus 1 over 7 becomes 2 over 7. So your answer part 2 will be 2 over 7. And that is question number 19. Moving on to question number 20. The 3 lines, 3x equal to 7, 2y equal to 5, and 4x plus 4y equal to 35 intersect to form the triangle A, B, and C. So the region inside of the triangle is defined by 3 inequalities. So one of these lines is this one. So the first thing we need to do is to label the lines on the graph. So 3x equal to 7, it will be a vertical line. So this is the line, 3x equal to 7. Okay, and the next one will be 2y equal to 5 will be this line, 2y equal to 5, and the last one will be this one, which is 4x plus 4y equal to 35. Now part B, part A, write down the other 2 inequalities. So as you can see, the graph is on this side of this line, so it will be 3x bigger than 7. Also you can see the graph will be below this line, so it will be 4x plus 4y less than 35. So those are the 3 lines that we need to define this region ABC. Now part B, find the point with integer coordinates that lies inside the triangle ABC and closest to the point B. So we can do this by observation itself. As you can see, here we have 5, we have 3, and here we have 1 and 3. So by observation you can see what is the closest integer point that lies closest to B. B is this point here. You will see that the closest point is this point, which will be 5, 3. So 5, 3 will be your answer for part B. And that is question 20. Question number 21. ABC is a triangle Angle A is 62 degrees, correct to the nearest degree, which means 1 degree. And we have angle B is 53.4 degrees, correct to the nearest tenth of a degree. So this is a difference between the measurements. Part A, write down the lower bound of angle B. So angle B, we first have to write down the measurement, and then we write plus, minus. We take this 0.1 divided by 2. We get 53.45 and 53.35. So the lower bound will be 53.35 degrees. Now part C, calculate the upper bound for angle C. So to find the upper bound, we need to do maximum minus minimum. So basically upper bound minus lower bound. So we know the sum of the triangle of the angles will come down to 180. That's the sum. There's no upper or lower bound for this one, but we have to minus the lower bound for these two angles. So for the first one, the lower bound will be 61.5, and this one will be 53.35. So let's try that. 61.5 plus 53.35, 58.4, 11. So let's do 180 minus 114.85. What do we have? That will be 7, 9, 9, and 10. 5, 1, 5, and 6. So your answer will be 65.15 degrees for angle C. Part 22. Express correct to two significant figures this number. So we leave the first two alone. We ask ourselves if this number here is bigger or equal to 5. Yes, it is. So we add 1 to the first two numbers. It becomes 16, and the rest becomes 0. That is your answer for part 1. How about this one? So we ignore the zeros, we count 2, and then we ask ourselves if this number is bigger than 5 or equal to. No, it is not, so we convert the rest to 0. So 0.003, 0, and then 3 zeros in the back. Part B, use your answer to part A to estimate correct to 1 SF this question. So as you can see here, this came down to 16000 times 0.003. So we can write this down as a fraction, this one. So we can eliminate some zeros from the first one. This will be 3 over 1000. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 48 will be, 3 times 16 will be 48. Now your answer needs to be correct to 1 SF, so that will be 50. So answer for part B will be 50 for this estimate. And that was question number 22. Question number 23. In the diagram, we have A, B, C, and D, and F on the circle. Okay, and they lie on the circle center O. AD and FC are diameters. So AD and FC are diameters of this circle. We have angle FCD is 57, FCD is 57 here. Part 1, find the angle DEF. So where is DEF? D is here, E is here, F here. So let's find this angle. So we observe that we have FCDE is a quadrilateral, and all the sides are touching the circle, which means the sum of the opposite angle is 180, and this angle will be 180 minus 57. So 7, 10 will be 3, 2, 1. So your answer will be 1, 2, 3 degrees for part A. For part B, find the angle FBD. So FBD, this angle. So we observe that the angle is on the same arc as this angle, so it will be the same size. So this will be 57 as well. So angle FBD is 57 degrees. And part C, find the angle CFD. So where is CFD? CFD, find this angle here. So How do you find this angle? So we observe that it is given to us FC is a diameter. FC is a diameter, which means this angle here is 90 degrees. So now we have triangle CFD. So this means this is 90 minus 57. That will be 8, 10, 3, and 3. So your answer will be 33 degrees for this angle here. And the last part D, find the angle AOF. Where is that? AOF. So we have to find this angle here. So this angle is the same as this angle. They are vertically opposite. So we can find this one to have this one. You observe that this and this and this and this are radius of the same circle, which means this angle here is 57. So what is this angle? We have to do 180 minus 57 minus 57. So let's do that. We have to send 2 over here. We get 6, 2, 20. 20 minus 14 will be 6. And here we have 16 minus 10 will be 6. So your answer for part D will be 66 degrees. And that is question number 23. Question number 24. In the diagram, we have AB as P. So AB as P. We have CA as Q. And then we have DC as 3AB. So DC as 3 times AB, which means DC is 3P. Okay. So now moving on to part A. Express DA in terms of P and Q. So where's DA? DA in terms of P and Q. So DA, if I want to go to DA, I have to go to D, go to C, and C to A. So D to C will be 3P plus Q. Answer part 1 will be 3P plus Q. Now part B. E is the point such that BE is KQ. So we have B, there's a point E somewhere over here. So BE is K times Q. Part 1. Write down the name given to the special quadrilateral ACBE. So they're mentioning that the point E is parallel to the line AC, which means it will be about the point here. Usually the name is a parallelogram, but this time we don't know exactly where it is, so we'll call this a trapezium. Just to be safe, a trapezium will be the shape. Now part 2, express AE in terms of P, Q, and K. So AE, so how do we move to AE? So first from A, we have to move to B, then move from B to E. So AE is given to us as P, and then BE is K times Q. So this is your answer for AE. Now part 3, given that DAE lie on a straight line, find the value of K. So DAE lie on a straight line. Okay, find the value of K. So what does it mean if they lie on a straight line? It means that DA is a factor of DE. Or you can say, because we have just found the line, the fraction, the question AE, we would say DA is a multiple of AE. That is one of the options to discuss this one. So we know the value of DA. We found that in part 1, DA is 3P plus Q equal to K. AE will be P plus KQ. So here we have to change the constant because we have K already. Let's call it C. So C and then C here as well. So now if we expand, we have 3P plus Q equal to CP plus CKQ. Okay, so now we compare the coefficients. We find out that C equal to 3 and here 1. So we found that KC equal to 1. the value of c is 3, so 3k equal to 1, which means k equal to 1 over 3, and that will be your answer for part 3. That is question number 24. Question number 25. The diagram is a speed time graph of part of a journey of a car. This is a speed time graph. From 0 to 20, the car moves with a constant acceleration, which is defined by this straight line. From 20 to 60, the car moves with a constant speed of u meters per second, so straight line as well. So part A, when t equal to 20, the car has traveled d meters. So distance traveled, as you know, it is area under graph. So t equal to 20 is here, and this will be the area under graph, which is the area of a triangle. So we say the distance is d. So d is area of a triangle, which is half times base, which is 20, times height. Height is u. So we get 10u for distance traveled when t equal to 20. Now calculate the value of t when the car has traveled 2d meters. So what is 2d meters? So 2d is equal to 2 times this will be 20u. Okay, so find the time. So we don't know the time. Let's say time is here. We have to find the time when they travel 2d meters. So 2d meters is what? Is the area of the triangle plus the area of this rectangle. The height is u, and what is the width? T minus 20. So now let's find out. So we know that the distance is 2d equal to 20u. How do you find the distance again? Which is area under graph. So the first one is a triangle, which is 10u, plus this one is a rectangle, which is length is t minus 20 times height equal to 2d, which is 20u. Okay, as you can see, we have u everywhere. We can divide by u. So cut, and simplify. 10 plus t minus 20 equal to 20. So 10 minus 20 will be minus 10 equal to 20. So let's bring this here. T equal to 30. So the value of t will be 30 seconds. So now for part B, at t equal to 60, the car slows down with a constant deceleration. The deceleration is half the acceleration between this and this. So what is the acceleration between this and this? So as we know, when we have a speed time graph, the acceleration is a gradient of the triangle. So height divided by base, so height is u, divided by 20. So the acceleration was u divided by 20. It says the deceleration is half, so deceleration will be half this value, so 20 divided by 2, that will be u over 40. That's the deceleration. So now it says during this period of deceleration, calculate the value of t when the car has a speed of u over 4 meters per second. Okay, so we have to find the value of t when the speed is u over 4. So as we know, how do we find the deceleration? We have to take height divided by base, right? It will be a triangle when it goes this way to deceleration to decelerate down the path. So what is the height? Height is given to us, which is the speed. Height is u divided by 4, and we are looking for the base. So this will be equal to u over 40, which is the deceleration. So now we can do cross multiply. We have u over 4 equal to ub over 40. So u goes away, 4 and 10, so it becomes b equal to 10. So now b is a base, it's not the time taken. The base is 10, which means this distance to here is 10, which means the value of t will be 70. So your answer for part B will be t is equal to 70 seconds when the speed is u divided by 4 meters per second. That was question number 25. Question number 26. In the diagram, DAB is a straight line. DAB is a straight line. Now we have BC as 10, CAB as A, and CBA as B. Use as much information given in the table as necessary. Part A, write down the value of cos DAC. So DAC is this angle here, which is 180 minus A. And you observe here, cos A is 4 over 5, which means cos on this side will be minus 4 over 5. Okay, moving on to part B, calculate the length of AC. Calculate this length. So one method I can use will be a saut quatre. Let me just try to draw this line. I'll make it step by step so we have an understanding of what's happening. Okay, so here it's a right angle, and this is a right angle as well. So first thing, let's find the length of this side. So let's call it the height x, right? So here it is the angle B, so we have to look at this side, angle B, and this side is called the hypotenuse, and this is called the opposite side. So if you want to use saut quatre, you have to look where do we have hypotenuse, here and here, and we are looking for the opposite side. It will be this one. So we cannot use this, we have to use sine function. So sine B, as you know, sine angle B is equal to 24 over 25. But here from the drawing, what do we have? Sine of angle B, which is opposite side divided by hypotenuse, which is x divided by 10. So we have to equate, as you can see. So 24 over 25 equal to x divided by 10. So x will be 24 times 10 divided by 25. So let's try that. We have divided by 5, we have 2, we have 5, that'll be 48 divided by 5, that will be 9.6. So the height here, x, is 9.6. So our question is, we need to find the side of AC. As you can see, this is also a right angle, and this will be the hypotenuse, which is the side of AC, and this will be the opposite side, but here the angle is angle A. So we have to look at angle A, and we have to use the sine function again because we have the opposite side. We have to find the hypotenuse. That's why we have to use the sine function. So sine of A, as you can see here, it is 3 over 5. So now we have to use that. Here, what is sine of A? Sine of A is the opposite side, which is 9.6 over AC. So we equate them together. So we have 3 over 5 equal to 9.6 over AC. So what is the value of AC? AC will be 9.6 times 5 divided by 3. So in this one you will get 3 here, 3.2, that will be 16. So the value of AC will be 16 centimeters for question part B, and this is question number 26. So you have to use saut quatre to find the answers in this question. The diagram shows a shape made from thin wire. The shape is formed from 3 identical sectors of a circle, each with an angle of 40 degrees. So, and the angle in between each pair is x degrees. As you can see, this is x and this is 40. So the first thing we notice is that what is the sum of all this? It will be 360. Okay, that's the first thing we notice. So part A, state the order of rotational symmetry of the shape. So we count, we have 1, 2, and 3 shape which are the same. So it will be 3. So x, find the value of x. So from here we see that the sum of all this angle would be 360. So we do 3 times 40 plus 3 times x will be 360. So 3x will be 360 minus this, which is 120, that will be 240. So x will be 240 divided by 3, that will be 80. Answer will be 80 degrees. Now part C, in this part of, take the value of pi to be 3. Given that the total length of the wire is 60 centimeters, calculate the radius of one of the sectors. So all this here, the perimeter of this shape is 60. So what is one of the shape. So we know that the perimeter of 3 sectors is 60. So the perimeter of 1 sector will be 20. That makes sense. So how do you find the perimeter of 1 sector? It will be the radius, and the arc. So we have to add those 3 to be 20. So let's do that. We have radius plus arc equal to 20. So what is arc length? We have to use a formula, which is the angle, which is 40 degrees over 360 times 2 pi r. So let's simplify. We have 2r plus 1 over 9 times 2 pi is 3 and r equal to 20. So 3 is 1, 3 times 3 everywhere. We have 6r plus 2r equal to 60. So 8r equal to 60. R equal to 60 divided by 8. So let's do divide by 4. We have 15. We have 2. And that will be 7.5. Your answer for the radius will be 7.5 centimeters. Okay. So that was the last question of this paper. If you guys have any questions or if you have any requests, leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching.